guys like me. So let's just dive right into this. This is the kind of lawyer a blowhard like Andrew Tate wants.
I'm a law student. What do men like you look for in their transactional/business attorneys? Flexibility. Don't be a Mr. Follow the rules.
Yeah, no, Mr.
I'm looking for Better Call Saul.
Absolutely.
I'll make it happen. That's what we need. That's what real G's need.
Real G's, real what? Gangsters? Are you gangsters? Here's the thing. They want a yes man. They want a yes man. Oh, we can get it done, whatever you say. Here's the thing. That's exactly what you don't want in a fucking lawyer. You don't want a lawyer to just do your bidding and say, because guess what? That lawyer is just going to take your money and you're going to wind up screwed.
Get me out of jail. Get me out of jail.
Well, the law says
you're guilty. I said get me out of jail.
So before we found our lawyer, we met a bunch of lawyers here in Romania. We were like, look, speeding was a topic we brought up. And there was this, our lawyer's a G. Shout out to my lawyer. He is a G. But before we found him, we went and interviewed some bimbo in her suit who sat there and started talking.
First of all, why would they interview a female lawyer? Because they're all about women are shit. I know one of my best friends, one of my absolute best friends, is one hell of a kick-ass trial lawyer.
Laws to us. Well, if you're banned from driving and you get caught driving, what's going to happen?
I don't go see a lawyer to talk about the law.
And she said,
that's the most ignorant statement I've ever heard in my life. It's like, and this arrogance winds up saying, oh, the laws don't apply to me. So just, when I fuck up, you're going to smooth everything over. Here's one of the things lawyers can't do. Lawyers can't change the facts of a case. You think R. Kelly's lawyer was I object, Your Honor. Those facts are really hurting the shit out of me. No, we can't change the facts of a case. And we can't change the law.
Well, then you go to jail. And Andrew looks at her in the face and said, not if I have the right lawyer, I don't.
Bullshit. If you keep flouting the law, guess where you wind up?
And we left.
Yes, right.
What? You're telling me that I'm going to go to jail?
That's called honest advice. I mean, if you do this, this is going to happen. How about this? Oh, hey, if you do this, you won't go to jail. I'll get you out no matter what. Oh, you'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. That is what you call a glad-handing yes man, and just is going to take your money and not do shit for you.
Then why am I going to hire you?
Failure.
I walked in there and said, listen, I've committed multiple felonies. Am I going to go to jail?
Here's the thing. I would never want this guy for a client. I mean, give me a fucking break. Get the fuck out of my office. I don't need to hear your bombastic bullshit. You want to know what the reality is, and you tell them the truth. You tell them the truth. You don't tell them what they want to hear. And he just wants to hear what he wants to hear.
Well, probably. Well, then see ya. Bye.
You want me to lie to you? Oh, no. I can win that case hands down. Bullshit.
Why would I give you my money?
You're useless. I went into some other man. That was a female. I went to a man's office, said I've committed multiple felonies.
There are things we can do. We could try this. We could try that.
No problem.
I make one call.
You don't go to jail.
There's no problem.
No problem.
We send somebody else to jail.
We send him.
So we frame somebody. Come on. So we frame somebody. Guess how long your career would last if you fucking frame somebody and then it was discovered later. Here's the thing. There's a few critical rules about criminal defense. Number one, if someone's got to go to jail, it ain't going to be fucking me. It's going to be the client. And number two, always be neatly dressed, always on time, and occasionally sober.
He is the new Andrew. He shave his head and he go. I'm like, all right, it's cool. That's the lawyer I want.
That's the lawyer I want.
So nobody wants.
And that doesn't last. And guess what? Like Bruce Cutler, who was defending Gotti, he got hemmed up by the feds, so he couldn't represent him anymore. That's what's going to happen with that kind of attitude.
When you're talking to your legal clients, don't start talking Mr. Legal Schmiegel, because you think you sound smart. Well, I went to law school, and it says on page 4.
We don't care
about
the law.
It says,
Listen to the arrogance. Listen to the arrogance in these guys, and we don't care about the law. That means, they've got so much money and they've done so many things. The joy in life, and they don't give a shit about anything except for plowing forward and doing whatever they want. This attitude gets people arrested and gets them in hot water big time.
On page 48 of the Geek Bible, that on the .214, that if I'm a nerd, and then Scott Adams called me, no one cares.
How can you help me?
How much
fix
does
my
it
problems?
cost to make this all go away?
That's what we want to hear.
In other words, who can I pay off? And maybe that works in Romania. I mean, and maybe that's just the way business is done in Romania. It's not the way business is done in the United States. There may have been a time where that kind of stuff worked, and that was probably in the 30s, 40s, 50s, maybe even 60s, 70s, maybe the 80s. It's not like that today at all. I do say, we could do this or we could do that. There are strategies to certain things, but you can't change the law and you can't change the facts. You can investigate the facts and you can prepare for trial. And like I said, I've won the last 5 out of 6 trials that I've had. And why? Not because I did anything corrupt. It's because I did my job. And I investigated the shit out of the cases, and I was prepared every step of the way. So this was interesting, actually, and it does not surprise me in the least that this was their attitude. And this arrogant attitude, and here's the other thing. The lawyers that do this kind of crap, that skirt the rules and actually break the law to save their client's skin, they're known. They're known by judges, and I've seen lawyer after lawyer after lawyer get disbarred for stupid shit. And guys like this will ultimately go to prison. I've committed multiple felonies, blah, 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 blah. And he says that's a self-snitch right there. If I'm in Romania and I'm in law enforcement, unless I'm paid off, and I don't know whether they do that or not, I would look very suspect at a guy like this. And I guarantee you his high-profile lifestyle, his high-profile nature of everything that he does makes him suspect. So I wouldn't be surprised if down the line, guess who we see on the blotter? We see Mr. Tate. So this has just been our reaction to what he sees in a lawyer. I would never have a guy like this as a client. The money ain't worth it because no matter what you say or do, it's not going to be what he wants, especially if it's bad news. So, I'm Bruce Rivers. Make sure you follow us on Instagram.